10, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northwestern as the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Davison.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore to the air. Rushes on him. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The ball pops out on the return.
And this just goes to show you how a big play on special teams can really blow a game open. I mean, this game at this point is still relatively close. Obviously, it's still early, but a play like that all of a sudden is potentially what takes a game from being manageable to being a blowout.
Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Northwestern's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we didn't hear much from this impactful receiver last week. Very, very quiet. And Jesse, you know he's itching to make a play.
Yeah, I think it was a variety of reasons, too, why he wasn't that big of a part of the offense last week. Got to give the defense credit. Did a great job in coverage. There were some drops, and the quarterback missed him a little bit. I know the quarterback's going to try to get him involved earlier in this football game, so expect play calls going his way, I think, early in this one, though.
Yeah, he's too good not to be a part of the game plan. Last week was a blip. Like that's not going to happen again. I think this offense knows that. Talking to him this week, they'll find creative ways. They're going to try to do it early. Like, he is their guy. He's the guy they're going to focus on for that big play, that big playmaker out wide that can really turn small plays into big ones.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Fires left. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The option look. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Grant. There's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the 1st quarter.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're testing the right side here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. The Ducks are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. How many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive? We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the handoff. Gets it inside the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Thanks to catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's McGee. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. That incompletion brings up third down for the offense. He wants to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Hold.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The give from the gun. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Moore to the air. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Wildcat. Really attack on this 2nd and short. Anderson with the carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Covey. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now
turning it on. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Wildcats are on the move. They'll move the tight end. Taylor wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. That's caught. It's slow. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain, no first down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Moore will throw. Still looking on the move. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Wants to go up top. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Anderson with the carry. There he goes. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dropping back, it's Gray. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start. drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll operate out of split backs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it to the back. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those...
Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. The Ducks decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Finds his tight end. Breaks the tackle. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the ground with the counter. Got enough for the 1st. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Right on the money. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you were obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip them in there and try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man. It's Anderson. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid. A shot there, and now it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. Breaks into the open. Bounced off his feet.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Fires it incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. With the catch, it's low. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Gets open down the middle. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a... into... Video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it.
Gain of 1. That's a first down for the offense.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Running to Green. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown Wildcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The screen, and watch out. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Ducks line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Gray. With the catch, it's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. There he goes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. On first and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They're going to run it. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Northwestern. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
They know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern offense returns to the field. To throw, it's Gray. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the single back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment?
He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Ducks will try to run out the clock in the final minute. looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated. It came down to the final quarter. Much plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big